On a rainy day in Somerville, Massachusetts, the Wesleyan Cardinals will look to put a dampen on the Tufts Jumbo's playoff seeding hopes. Hi, everybody. I'm Trevor Russo, live from Cousins Gymnasium, joined by my color man, Francis Simmons. Francis, this game doesn't have much in the way of playoff implications for 8-1 in Conference Wesleyan, but Tufts could really make some noise in the standings if they can pull out a win today.
Well, it's not necessarily even noise, but Middlebury, Tufts, and Williams, they're all kind of lumped together at the 4th, 5th, and 6th seeds. Unfortunately, the 3rd seed is out of reach, as even though Amherst is in play today and Tufts is one game behind, we lost the head-to-head matchup to Amherst, and I believe that the seeding is based on if there's a tie in regular season conference. Postseason seeding is based on the head-to-head matchup, which Tufts lost 3-2 in 5 sets. But for Tufts, really, they're on a current win streak. They won the New England Challenge and now won last night as well. And so they're looking to kind of keep this momentum going. And that's really been paced by huge play between young and old individuals. But we're going to take a quick break as the national anthem is played, and we will be back right after the break.
All right, our nation's anthem has been played, and we're going to hear the starting lineups for Wesleyan.
So as these lineups are announced, just going back to what I was saying before, Tufts is on a 4-game win streak right now, and we had Bridget Bell. We actually have a radio show, and Bridget Bell, who is a member of the Tufts volleyball team, was on the radio show, and she was talking about how different pieces during the season were there, and then other pieces were there at different times, and she was kind of talking about yesterday how everything's coming together, and I think a lot of that's been paced by young play and old leadership as well. And that New England Challenge where they won the title and beat a number 21 ranked MIT team. Mackenzie Mack actually won the MVP of the tournament, but Jennifer Ryan made all-tournament team, and Jennifer Ryan's a sophomore. So it's that young play, that exciting play that Tufts will have for the next coming years. As this is senior weekend, but it's been the leadership of Mackenzie and Katie Zhang as a whole on and off the court that I think is kind of getting this young talent out, and Tufts is really having some momentum now and hopefully can take that into the important NESCAC tournament.
Yeah, a bit of a transition year for the Jumbos, as you mentioned. The last regular season contest of their careers for Katie Zhang and Mackenzie Bright.
And also, too, just for Wesleyan, so they were undefeated coming into play this weekend, in conference play, and they actually lost last night, and they had a long drive down from Bowdoin to Tufts. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to respond. Are they going to come out with energy? It's a 1 o'clock game. They've had plenty of time to get here, get settled, get acclimated. So we don't know if they're going to come out with a lot of energy or maybe try to crumble after losing their undefeated conference play and losing their number 1 seed in the NESCAC tournament and thus not hosting. So it'll be interesting how it plays out. We should have a good one in Cousins today, and it looks like teams are just about ready to take the floor.
Yeah, it looks like Bridget Bell actually will not be starting, as you were saying before we started our broadcast. Bit of a different lineup out there for the Jumbos. Sophia Acker at libero. We have Heather Holes, Christina Nwampa, Mackenzie Bright, of course, in her last regular season contest of her career. Rachel Furash, the junior out of Wesleyan, California. And Kate Desler, the star freshman on this team, looking to maybe make some noise and get up in move up in the NESCAC standings. And for Wesleyan, you have number 16, Emma Robin, you have number 10, Olivia Godotti, number 25, Stacy Latinsky, one of their big kill leaders on that Cardinal lineup, number 14, Kira Muroka Robertson at libero, number 9, Fia Belize, and rounding it out is number 6, Harper Graves, another fantastic offensive weapon for the Wesleyan Cardinals, as we have Rachel Furash, the junior out of Westlake Village in California, set to serve. Furash gets it to Belize, set, and it's a good block there by Mackenzie Bright, but possession is a little bit of a confusing start to the game, but
it looks to me from here, and it might just be because we're up above the net, that the Wesleyan hit actually went into the net, but they didn't call it, and it's a violation for Tufts touching the net, and so they take an early 1-0 deficit.
Furash sets to Nwampa, and Nwampa's hit is going to go out of bounds, so 2-0 start here for the Cardinals. They actually showed a lot of energy winning that first point, which is, I guess would suggest that they do care a decent amount about this game. Belize set to serve, gets it to Desler, and that's going to be the Jumbo's first point of the game as number 16, Maddie Stewart, hits it over.
And Bridget's back in the game. She's been battling some injury issues. She was in sports med yesterday trying to get through it, and so it's good to see her back, and she will take the serve.
Yeah. Key JumboCast contributor as well, Bridget Bell, as that's a dig by Olivia Godotti, but unfortunately no one else is there to pick it up, and that's going to be tying it up 2-2 for the Jumbos, as Bell is now back to serve again. Bell on the serve, hits the net, and a little bit of a slow air roll there as number 6, Harper Graves, not able to pick that up.
Tufts building a little momentum. This is what you like to see if you are Tufts, taking advantage of this Wesleyan team.
Going to be Robin getting into Desler, over the net. Almost a dig by Belize, but ultimately Desler, the freshman from Hillsborough, California's hit is going to go through, and Bill is going to have her 4th serve in a row.
Absolutely, and for Kate, that's what I was talking about. The young freshman making contributions early in this program, and Tufts loves to see it as they just earned another point.
Big mistake there by Harper Graves. Serve from Bell, got on her hands, just couldn't turn it around and get it up in the air. So 5th serve for Bell here. Dig by Godotti, back over. Belize is going to knock it over, and what are they calling there?
It looks like the hand went over the net, I think is what the symbol from the ref was. I didn't catch the signal, but that appears to be in the area of that.
Bell back. Serve goes over. Set, and the hit by Latinsky. Dig there by number 11, Sophia Acker.
But she fell under the net, and unfortunately the point to Wesleyan. Great hustle there, though.
Yeah, no, love to see the effort. Jumbos really want this game. And now that serve is going to be broken for Bell, so it's going to be number 3, the freshman out of San Diego, California, Jenna Otala, back to serve. Serve over the net. Dig by Desler. Up to Nwampa. Roll shot going to be saved by Belize. Back to Otala. Furash. Acker. And the hit by Desler is true.
Yep.
And the serve is quickly broken there for the Cardinals.
I'm telling you, Trevor, the future for this program is really bright. A lot of young kids getting in the mix. Like I said, Jennifer Ryan, Kate, everyone's just having fun and seems to really be working together and gelling well.
Yeah, only 6 of the Jumbos on this roster are actually upperclassmen. So a young team and a block combination there by Holes and, oh no, is that?
It went out of bounds.
Oh. Got a little bit excited there. A little bit of an early afternoon game on a rainy day in Somerville.
Some of that nor'easter is coming our way and dumping a lot of rain.
Harper Graves on the serve, dug by Bell, up to Furash, and that's going to be
Maddie Stewart. And you should have seen Maddie Stewart's face when she went up for that kill. She wanted that one, and I think that's the epitome of this game and of the past 5 games for Tufts.
Ariel Cedric, another quality freshman for the Jumbos from Peoria, Illinois, is set to begin her serve.
Also, Jennifer Ryan has checked in the game as well.
And she hits that straight into the net. So not a great start there for Cedric, but it is a long game, of course. Jumbos have to win 3 sets. Emma Robin, the senior out of Longmeadow, Mass, up to serve. Dig by Desler. And that's going to be a kill for Jennifer Ryan.
And Jen Ryan is really kind of coming alive in these last few games. I know I've been harping on it a lot, but it's something that will really just be seen by her play and hopefully today.
Kate Desler now, another freshman, back to serve for the Jumbos. This one goes over the net, and that's going to be a hit, and it's going to go out of bounds. That hit by Mia Hogan did not find the boundary, so to speak. She's actually featured on today's program as she's been averaging 2.77 kills per set, one of the true offensive weapons, as that serve by Desler finds Wood. No one really around that.
Oh,
so
she
interesting.
Just kind of hit it over. It looked like she was almost surprised herself. And now there will be a timeout called by the Cardinals.
Yeah, but seeing a lot of energy and just great defensive plays. The Jumbos seem to be swarming all around the ball right now.
And that's what we were kind of talking about at the top of the broadcast. How is Wesleyan going to respond? The late game last night, lost, drove down to Medford, and are in this fairly early afternoon game, 1 o'clock. And they came out with a little intensity at first, but I think they're really getting tired. Like that last serve by Kate wasn't even, she was almost surprised, and the look on her face
there was,
that it was
no one moved.
Yeah,
no one really seemed to communicate there.
It landed in no man's land. And I think on the other hand, Tufts, even their bench, like you can look over at their bench and just see how excited everyone is. And so I think this is a good thing to have for Tufts moving forward into the NESCAC playoffs coming up this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of tired faces over there on that Cardinals bench. Let's see if they can sort of break Desler's serve here and get some energy and momentum back as the Jumbos lead 11-5 in the first set of this last regular season game for both Tufts and Wesleyan as they are set to begin the NESCAC playoffs soon. Serve by Desler, dug by Graves, hit by number 24, Mia Hogan, goes out of bounds. I think that's the second straight hit that's gone out of bounds for Hogan.
I was just going to say, we've seen some unforced errors here on Wesleyan's part, which is uncharacteristic of them. They actually, and part of the reason they've done so well in conference, is they've really taken care of the volleyball. Not happening as much today, and I wonder if that fatigue's playing in.
We is set by Zedrick, and number 9, Fia Belize, is not going to be able to save that one, and quickly an 8-point lead for the Jumbos here early in this first set. Desler back to serve again. Ball over. And that's going to be, ball's going to hit the net there. Jenna Otala not able to really bring that up. So just kind of
Trevor, I might be getting ahead of myself, but if Tufts could somehow win this game in 3 or 4 sets, it would be huge for their momentum. And the way they're playing right now is absolutely stellar. So we'll see if they can keep it up or if Wesleyan will not let fatigue set in.
Well, that ball, some blocks there by Holes, but ultimately that roll shot kind of found ground, and a little bit of a momentum break here for the Cardinals as number 14, Kara Muraka Robertson, junior out of Los Angeles, is back to serve. Dig by Desler. And it's going to be, I think, a net violation on number 9, Mackenzie Bright.
It landed to the left of the pole.
That's right. Those poles, invisible line surrounding the court. Anything left of it or the right of it will be out of bounds. hit by Desler. Dug out by number 14, Kara Moraka Robertson. Blocked by Mackenzie Bright. Mackenzie Bright in for the kill. Good dig there by Moraka Robertson. Mackenzie Bright again for the kill, and she finds Wood this time. And got through the combo block of number 25, Stacy Latinsky, and number 13, Maddie Kirk.
And the bench and everyone is so excited and into this game, especially for it to not be a game for a number 1 seed. Really excited to watch.
Yeah, Heather Holes on that serve. That was going to be Latinsky. Up for Mackenzie Bright again. Dig by Graves.
Someone touched the net. Who was it? It was a Wesleyan player. Tufts point. The net's still shaking.
Yeah, and as we should mention, I was talking to Bridget Bell. She's in my bioanthropology class. She was saying that this is a little bit of a grudge match, really, for Tufts, as they actually fell to the Cardinals in last year's NESCAC playoffs, if I have that right.
And head coach Cora Thompson for Tufts she has finished second place in the NESCAC tournament. Many times as Tufts wins that point, but she has never won the NESCAC tournament. She's gotten at-large bids, and they've made the playoffs often. However, she always seems to finish second, and that's something that she has told us that she wants to take care of this year when they do come to the NESCAC. So definitely a revenge match for her and the rest of the Jumbos as another block.
That's going to be dug out by Emma Robin. Free ball there by Kirk. Mackenzie Bright in for the kill. And that is going to be, again, Mackenzie Bright is just putting on a clinic here on this left side. The dig there by Moraka Robertson, she couldn't get 2 hands around it.
It's probably her last home game in Cousins, and she is making the most of it.
Dig there by Graves. Hit by Latinsky. Good block there by Wampa, and that's going to be a Tufts point.
And that's, again, we've been talking about it, fatigue. No one looked at the ball. No one knew where the ball was. I think they all assumed that it was going to hit the net. It actually goes over the net, and it's a point for Tufts. And so, I think that was another timeout called. It was indeed by the Cardinals. And I think that, kind of what their coach is trying to do here, their head coach has been Samara, is just trying to settle them down, give them a break, let them sit down and regroup. They've been doing a lot. They've been traveling a lot of hours spent on a bus. And, that has a toll on your body physically as well. And so I think he's trying to just sit them down, settle them down, and say, look, yes, we're down by 12 points, but you can go to 5 sets.
Yeah, it's early.
So just regroup, take your time, get some momentum, stop Tufts momentum, and just get excited to be here and playing volleyball. I think that's his message to them. And as far as Tufts goes, just keep up the intensity and just catch a little breather here and just keep playing.
A couple of substitutions for the Jumbos here. Heather Holes stays in, as does Zedrick. Wampa also in. I believe we saw number 15, Jennifer Ryan, sophomore out of San Francisco. And now Desler is going to come back in. She's really had some fantastic serves today.
And then Akers actually sitting out the libero.
Yeah, and Jumbos, of course, you were saying they want to keep up the intensity. Last volleyball game I was at here actually was the Amherst game where they had the 2-0 lead and were tied at about, I think, 20-22 in the third set and ended up losing that game 3-2. So this is a Jumbos team that, while talented, has blown sort of set leads, and so they need to stay focused. That I think the right hand of Emma Robin goes over the net. That's going to be a point for the Jumbos. Now 20-7 in the first set. Wesleyan not really looking, like you said, like the juggernaut they have been all this season. As Heather Holes back to serve, junior out of Palatine, Illinois. Dug by Belize. Out to Rose. Hit by Latinsky, blocked. It's going to be a standing hit by Ryan. Belize to Kirk, and that's going to be blocked by Nwampa and Mackenzie Bright. That Jumbo's defense, again, just, you can't really find wood against them right now.
Absolutely, and it's the pure hustle, and that's what defensive volleyball is getting to balls, diving on the floor, and getting your hand on a ball and giving your teammates a chance and trusting your teammates, and that's exactly what it's just done again.
Nwampa, Bright with the hit, blocked there by number 16, Robin.
What a dig by Jen Ryan there, and that's out. It's another unforced error by Wesleyan, and it's now 22-7.
Yeah, and that's one of their best offensive weapons too. Number 25, Stacy Latinsky. Well, the stats here, averaging 2.77 kills per game, as that serve by Heather Holes goes in the net, and she's going to sub off in favor of the libero, Sophia Acker. Now back for the Cardinals, number 10, Olivia Godotti. Dig there by Bright, and no one's there to pick up that set by Nwampa. It's going to be point for the Wesleyan Cardinals. Godotti out of Orinda, California, junior. Good block there. Great effort by Desler to get it over for the free ball. Hit by Latinsky.
And I think that was McKenzie that touched the net there. But just kind of talking about this youth on the Tufts team and how they're kind of spreading the wealth, and it's not just upperclassmen carrying the weight. They've had a huge leadership, but there's this member from every single class on the court right now, and I think that just kind of shows you how distributed this team is, and for years to come, how it will be incredible.
Bright just flying over, taps a little roll shot around the defenses of Latinsky and another Wesleyan player, as we're going to see Jennifer Ryan and Ariel Zedrick sub off for number 2, Rachel Furash, and I believe number 16, Maddie Stewart, as Furash is back to serve. She gets it, and that's a mistake by Harper Graves, as she was just trying to pass it up and just failed to do that. So once again, we've seen that actually a couple times from Graves.
Especially in the latter part of this set, we've seen a lot of unforced errors, and it's coming back to haunt Wesleyan because Tufts is not doing the same. In fact, I don't know if we've had an unforced error.
Graves over to Stewart, and Stewart finds the outstretched arms of Grace Rose for the kill. And that is the end of the first set. Tufts a dominating effort, 25-10 against the 8-1 in-conference Wesleyan Cardinals. They just all around looked like the better team.
And I think a lot of that had to do with fatigue, and we've been harping on it a lot, and we'll see how Wesleyan kind of responds in the second set. That's the beauty of volleyball, is there are 5 sets. You can lose 25-10 in the first set, and then win 3 sets in a row and win the match. So, if you're Tufts, you want to keep up this momentum, stay focused, and know that it's a clean slate at this point. You're not up by 15 points anymore. You have to re-win the set. And if you're Wesleyan, if you're Coach Samara, you're just preaching. Look, yes, we're down 1 set. Wake up. We were not woken up. A lot of unforced errors. Focus. Get in the game, and see if we can leave Medford with this win. So we still have a lot of volleyball left to play, and it should get interesting.
See, the thing that I find interesting is also how does head coach Ben Samara keep the players invested, not only because of fatigue, also we mentioned early in the broadcast, this game doesn't really have much in terms of seeding implications. We believe Wesleyan is locked into that number 2 seed, so it's more of just a momentum thing heading into the NESCAC tournament. So how do you really keep that?
As a competitor, I think that you want to win any game you step on the floor. And then it could be, too, an underestimating thing, too. Coming into this game, okay, yes, we lost to an undefeated team. That's our undefeated conference team. That's our first loss of the year. Oh, we're going to go into Medford. We're going to win this game, and then we're going to have some rest and go in the NESCAC, the second seed, and we can do some damage. So maybe, too, they came out a little sluggish just out of pure underestimating the Jumbo's energy and just focus. And I think and they're having fun playing volleyball, too. And I don't know if the camera's panned on the Tufts bench, but they're dancing and having a good time. And I think that's kind of the MO of this team this year, is working together. They have incredible team chemistry, and it's really showing on the court. And I think that's been kind of what's been driving this winning momentum.
Yeah, Tufts over there looking like they're having a lot of fun today. on this rainy afternoon in Medford. As we're getting the starting lineups here for the second set, we're going to see Desler, Furash, Holes, Bright, Wampa, and Stewart out on the court. No Sophia Acker here, so looks like she might be coming in soon. She stands near the sideline, so assume next rotation she'll be stepping in for someone. As Wesleyan still huddled up with around 13-12 left to go in the timeout as they try to get re-energized and maybe steal a set away from the Jumbos here.
Yeah, and Sophia's on the court.
Yeah, so Hull's actually going to step off. They're going to put Acker back on. Lineup for the Cardinals: Latinsky, Robin, number 6, Graves, number 17, I think for the first time in this game, Mia Jago, freshman out of Allentown, PA. Number 14, Kara Maraca Robertson, 18, Nicole Hilton, and of course the libero, Fia Belize.
They just look tired, even in their subbing. They're just not really paying attention. Number 24 there for the Cardinals, Dana McHugh, didn't know that she was supposed to be on the court, and just kind of ran on sporadically late, and that's what's kind of causing this delay. Is they're not focusing, and they're not really wanting to be in the game. They're just sitting on the bench and not expecting to be playing when their number's called. And so we'll see if Tufts can continue to take advantage of that, or Wesleyan will kind of settle in, focus, and let that long bus ride kind of subside.
Yeah, Maraca Robertson back to serve out of Los Angeles, California. Her hometown Dodgers had a long 18-inning win yesterday against the Red Sox, as that's a block combination there by Jago, and I believe number 5, Madeline Lundberg, is actually in. So a lot of switching from that initial starting lineup.
And I kind of wonder if that fatigue had something to do with it. Get some of the kids who don't play as much in, get some energy going, and let the people who usually start kind of feed off that energy, come into the game with momentum, and get excited to be playing volleyball.
Maraca Robertson hits it over. Dig by Bright. Up to Furash. Over for Stewart. Belize to Lundberg. Free ball or roll shot, and Desler is not able to get to that. Got a little flat-footed, and that's going to be the 4th serve for Wesleyan, up 3-0 already in this second set.
And just seeing Bridget Bell dancing on the sideline kind of made me remember, but she had that long set of serves, and we really haven't seen her since. So I wonder if I think it's her ankle. I wonder if her ankle or her elbow is still bothering you as Tufts wins that point.
Well, now she's back there to serve, so looks like they just want her in for serving duty.
Well, it's because I said something.
That is true. You did commentator's curse yourself. It's okay, Francis. Happens to the best of us. As Bell is set to serve. Dig by Maraca Robertson. Free ball there for Lundberg.
It seems like Tufts is having a little harder time communicating as they win that point, but there are just some communication issues among the Jumbos that they're kind of hoping to sort out. 2 people went for that ball and almost collided.
Yeah, don't want to see anyone get injured here in preparation for next week's contest, as that ball bounces off the net. Interesting play. Set there and kill by Nwampa. So the ball actually hit the net. Nwampa jumped thinking it would go over, and then it went under. Someone dove for it, bumped it back up. So weird sequence of plays, ends with a point for the Jumbos as they tie it up.
We saw in the first set. Wesleyan took a little lead in the beginning of the first set and kind of fell apart, and that seems to be what's happening here, as it looks like.
I think that's Mia Jago reached over the net to try to hit that. So it's really just the basic fundamentals that have been killing the Cardinals so far, as Bell lines up for her 5th serve of the day. Dig by Graves. Hit by Latinsky. Great block. Dig there by Bell. And that's going to be a point for Wesleyan, as I believe Desler's hit did not find the boundary there. And Bell is going to stay in, as we have number 5, Lundberg, back to serve. Furash.
What a
hit by Maddie Stewart. Ends up bouncing off the hands of Madeline Lundberg, and like that, the serve just immediately broken.
And I understand that was a tough point, but if you're a Cardinal, you like to see that hustle. That hustle has been kind of not there today. and Lundberg getting on the ground and diving for that one should be encouraging if you are a Cardinal fan.
Latinsky for the roll shot. Back up to Furash. Bell, roll shot over, dug by Belize. Roll shot there by Hogan. Morocco Robinson just kind of punched it over. Saved by Holes.
That was more
over by Furash.
More of a defensive save than anything else.
And Hogan, finally after a very long rally there, is going to end up getting the point for Wesleyan.
And again, I'm pretty far up, but that looks like it was well out of bounds to me, but instead Wesleyan does get the point.
Now Fia Belize, the libero, is back to serve. Going to be dug by Bell. Up to Furash. All going over by Holes. Latinsky, roll shot, saved by Acker. Stewart.
And there's another good dig there.
Latinsky, and that one's going to be,
I think
that's going to hit, I think, Bridget Bell, yeah. She taps herself saying, my bad. Good effort there, though. So, and good to see Bridget Bell being able to move that athletically, even with the ankle injury. Belize, over, dug by Bell. Furash. Desler, and Desler's going to find the wood there for a kill. Got around the arms of Belize.
And there was no chance that was being dug out. I mean, that was an absolutely ferocious kill there.
Missile from Desler. And now we're going to see substitution. Ariel Zedrick is in to serve for the Jumbos. Gets it over to Hogan. And nifty play there by Morocco Robertson. She scores the kill. Faked the set and then actually just set it over. She's going to walk back to the bench, but a little bit of trickery there. Breaks the set for the Jumbos. Or breaks the serve. Now Grace Rose serves it to Acker. Desler, another kill.
I'm telling you, her future is pretty bright here in the Tufts program. And her kills are just absolutely ferocious.
Yeah, Desler right now on the floor is leading the Jumbos in kills with 5. So, been a productive day for the freshman as she is back to serve. Dig by Belize. Blocked there by Acker. Mackenzie Bright with an absolute dart over the hands of the other number 9 on the court. That's going to be another point for the Jumbos. Bright up to 4 kills and 3 digs on the day. As Desler back for her second serve.
This Tufts team is looking really impressive right now. Working together well and just absolutely killing.
That's going to be a block there for number 13, Maddie Kirk, and number 18, Nicole Hilton, as I think that was Jennifer Ryan got stuffed at the net. And now back is Mia Hogan, the junior from Belmont, California. Set by Rose, blocked by Holes. And that
looks like it was double touched by a member of Wesleyan.
That might have been Grace Rose, although we're not really sure. And a lot of different serve breaks here to middle in this second set as Holes serves it to number 5, Lundberg. And that's going to be a kill for Nicole Hilton out of Wantagh, New York.
Right in front of the line judge there. Easy call for him.
Now Hilton's going to be back to serve herself. Gets it over to Desler. And Nwampa tried to go in for the hit there, just couldn't get her arms around it, and Bright was a little mixed up. Understandable mistake, but a little bit of
the jump was a little mistimed.
Yeah.
And that's something that we haven't seen a lot of this game, and hopefully, if you're a Tufts fan, won't see a lot of, as they've been taking care of the ball pretty well.
Bright stuffed at the net. Lundberg and Jago there to meet her. This Wesleyan Cardinal team a little older, but the freshman Jago from Allentown getting the block there. Desler. Set to Nwampa. Beautiful set there from Zedrick. Got it right in Nwampa's hands.
And that's one way to make up for the mistimed jump. I mean, absolute, just demolished that ball. Found some wood.
Yeah, Tufts also, you can just see the quality of their shots. They are just firing the ball at all sides of the court as Furash back to serve.
Go this way. I'd be terrified if that ball was coming at me.
I would be too. Although JumboCast is a team of athletics, as Mackenzie Bright, I believe, had the kill there. Ball deflected. No one able to get to that.
All of a sudden we have a tie game again.
Yeah, a lot more contested, a lot more energy out of Wesleyan Cardinals. I think that mid-set speech may have worked as Kirk, now to Acker, Stewart, Belize, Kirk again, dig by Furash, up to Stewart again, and Stewart on her second attempt gets it between Rose and Hogan for the point.
Absolutely. And I think, too, going back to what you said about the coach's speech, as well as I think, too, I really liked how he, Ben Samara, kind of put in kids who didn't play as much in the first set to see if they could bring some energy. Probably didn't play as much last night either, as that one goes out of bounds. Another unforced error by the Cardinals.
Yeah. That youth there, in and out of bounds. But Jagos played pretty well, and it's going to be a timeout for Wesleyan. But Wesleyan showing a lot more of the fundamentals that we know that they have, as it's only 13-11 Tufts here in the second set.
Absolutely. And I think, too, this timeout called is not necessarily to say anything in the huddle, but he knows his kids played last night. And so did Tufts, though. I mean, that's the thing. The difference is Tufts played at home and didn't have a bus ride from down from Bowdoin. But I think this is just a breather timeout. And you have two a set, and he's using them. It's midway through the set, and he's giving his kids a rest. And I think it's good coaching, and I really liked what I've seen from him, actually.
Yeah, of course, we have had a lot of the home double headers this year, where you have a night game on Friday and then an afternoon game on Sunday. Of course, we've been broadcasting a lot of these from, up here at the booth for JumboCast. But yeah, it's kind of anyone's set right now, as far as I'm concerned.
I think Tufts volleyball in the off season should be a dance group as well. I mean, they're always dancing and singing. I think they should have their own little performances.
Little competition with TDC, maybe. Furash back to serve again. Dug by Lundberg. Hit by Kirk. And Kirk reaching over the net and just tapping it down for the point. Nifty play there for the freshman. Morocco Robertson back again to serve. Dug by Bright. Bright trying to get it over, and she is going to be, that's going to be out of bounds from Bright. Kind of had to really get her own pass, which was interesting. Probably not something she wanted to do, as Morocco Robertson serves again. Dug by Desler, and that's a kill for Nwampa. She has been really one of the best killing options today for the Jumbos.
Absolutely, especially in the second set. There was a lot of, I think Kate had a lot of kills in the first set, and now it's kind of being shared and going towards Christina's way. What a save there and hustle. Unfortunately, didn't go anywhere. That was number 25 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Latinsky, junior out of Evanston, Illinois, home of Northwestern College. As Bell back to serve now. Set there. And now Lundberg with a powerful left-handed stroke going to secure the point for the Jumbos, and Bell serve early. And Lundberg, after getting that kill, local girl out of Newton, Mass, senior, is going to serve. Oh, that's going to hit the corner of the boundary. Pinpoint precision from Lundberg. Probably didn't plan it that way, but worked out well for her.
Dessler wasn't too happy with the call when she came back into the huddle. Line judge is right there, though, right in front of him.
And that dig from Acker is not going to be
I think
anywhere near Desler. It's going to be another point.
I think if you're Coach Thompson here, too, you might want to start looking to using one of your timeouts. You get two, and they just go away. And this wouldn't be a bad time to kind of resettle her Jumbos if we lose this point.
Furash now to Stewart. Saved by Morocco Robertson. Now Latinsky is going to get it through the block of Nwampa, and now the Wesleyan Cardinals have a 2-point lead. I think this is one of their first mid-game leads of the day.
Absolutely.
It's going to be set and killed for Maddie Stewart. She has been a constant presence from that right side, just been firing balls all day long.
Absolutely. And the bench loves when Maddie Stewart gets a kill because they all just yell "Stew" on the bench, just like people yell like Mookie, Mooks.
Or Uke for Euclid back in the day, as that is dug by Belize and hit by Latinsky. Now to Stewart again, and that is going to be another kill for Stewart. Just got the block from the Cardinals, but the ball had a weird sort of side spin on it and found wood. And that's going to be a timeout again for Wesleyan.
Absolutely, and I was talking about how Tufts needed a timeout. Well, they regrouped with that one, and kind of now Wesleyan is falling apart. And so Coach Samara will take that timeout, his last timeout of the set. But really like what we're seeing here out of both teams. Just the energy, the focus, especially for a game like we talked about, doesn't necessarily have a lot of implications on regular season seeding. It's the last game of the year. For the seniors, it's a big game, especially last game in Cousins. And Mac especially has really been ferocious, and I think she's really knowing that it's her last game.
Yeah, Mackenzie Bright been piling up the stats today. 5 kills, 4 digs for the senior out of Duxbury, Mass. So we actually haven't seen Katie Zhang, the other senior on this jumbo squad, but I'm sure in the last game of the season she might make an appearance at some point.
We'll see what's in store. 17 up. And this second set, Jumbos took the first set and are serving here to look to see if they can take the second.
That's going to be Acker back to serve out of La Jolla, California, Jolla.
Bridget Bell was kind of talking on the radio show yesterday about how volleyball is huge in California, and the NESCACs really get a lot of, especially Northern Californians, on both sides of the net.
Hectic point so far, and Mackenzie Bright is going to laser that to the hands of Maraka Robertson. Just kind of defensively, put up her hands as to say, please, don't kill me.
Latinsky kind of ran into the net there. She didn't see the net, and it just hit her like a brick wall, and she bounced off of it. Luckily, she's okay.
Now, the hit speed from these jumbos is something else, as that's going to be Hogan scoring the point for the Cardinals there. Got it through the combo block of Stewart and Holes. Volleyball is really a game where you live and die by your blocking, I think. That's going to be a kill for, can't see the number, that's Holes.
That's going to be Heather on the kill there, yep. And Jennifer Ryan checks back in, as well as Ariel, the freshman.
Yeah, Ariel's back to serve. They like to put her in that serving position for the substitutions, as we've seen this game. Zedrick to Lundberg, and now hit by Latinsky.
That's Ryan.
Ryan, yeah. And Ryan is going to earn the point. Back again to serve is Zedrick. 2018 in favor of the Jumbos. Dug by Lundberg. Now hit by Hogan. Is going to find the mark. Strong kill there from the junior.
I also really like how this Jumbo team, when something happens or they lose a point, they immediately get up and help each other up and then tap themselves, even though it's not necessarily their fault. Everyone's taking responsibility and working as a team, and I think that's something we've seen on and off the court this year, and something that's really promising and a big part of this Jumbo volleyball team is Jennifer Ryan gets another kill there.
Yeah, no, if you just look at the record, you could say this has been a little bit of a down season for the Jumbo team, but clearly it's more of a sort of, regrouping, reloading of the talent here for the Jumbos.
Absolutely.
As Desler earns the ace.
That's her second ace of the day, at least. I remember she had the one that kind of just landed in no man's land. And all of a sudden, the Jumbos are up by 3 in the second set here. See if they can get to the magic number.
Served by Desler, dug by Fleasy. Now dig for Zedrick, and they're going to, what'd you see there? Not too well versed in the volleyball penalties.
Now serving for Wesleyan, number 10, Olivia Guadani.
I didn't see the ref's hand, so I didn't.
I think he had like a 2-0. Well, regardless, it's going to be a Wesleyan point as Gadati, junior out of Orinda, California, back to serve.
If there was a 2, it was a double hit.
And that's going to be, I think,
that was a double hit right there.
Strange kill option there for Hilton. She sort of palmed the ball over. That also could have been a questionable call there too. As now Holes back to serve. Dug by Gadati. And
what
block there for Mackenzie Bright. You saw Nicole Hilton try to just do the little tap in that she often does, and then Mackenzie Bright just meeting her at the net.
Absolutely. Jumbos take a 4-point lead here. See if they can hold on and win the set, or if Wesleyan can get some momentum brewing and see if they can come back. Running out of time, though.
Yeah, set point here for the Jumbos. Dug by Belize. And now set by Holes. Bright going in for the kill. Dug by Belize. Great job there. And that's going to be Hilton at the net again with her signature tap in, getting around Bright. And we're going to see Holes come off as Hilton herself back to serve. Dug by Acker. Hit by Desler is going to win the Jumbos the set, and they take a 2-0 advantage here in the final regular season game of the 2018 women's volleyball season.
Absolutely. And we'll take a break here as they do between sets, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Back here at Cousins Gymnasium for what we have said countless times is the final regular season game for this Jumbo squad. Jumbos have a 2-0 advantage in sets. They won first set 25-10 in a little bit of a blowout. This one a little closer, 25-21. And Francis, they have a chance to end this this regular season on a 5-game winning streak. What do the Jumbos need to do to close it out and not collapse like they did against Amherst?
Just if you're looking at the Jumbos, they're having fun. They're excited, and they're excited to be playing volleyball. And I think that's something that at certain points in the year was not necessarily there. You know, like you said, there's some new pieces. We're only graduating 2 seniors, as the Jumbos are. And so, you know, there's some new pieces thrown in there. And it's how does everyone gel? And I think the team chemistry is really there. Everyone's dancing with each other, having a good time. And I think that chemistry will prove to be huge as they move forward. And if you're Wesleyan, Tufts has not always kept two-set leads, as you talked about with Amherst. You're still in this game. That's the beauty of volleyball. I keep saying that. And so if you are a Cardinal, they need to make sure they stay focused. The game's not over because they want momentum too. They lost last night. So if you lose 2 games in the last week of the season in conference play and you haven't lost at all in conference play, that's going to do a little damper to your momentum. So they want to see if they can rebound and at least force this to 5 sets.
Yeah, a little bit of a funny scene as Acker was actually pushed onto the court by assistant coach Alex Garrett. And that's going to be a early kill here for Stacey Latinsky as Wesleyan going to be back to serve as they're going to give the ball to Madeline Lundberg. But dig by Stewart, and almost an incredible play there between Furash and Desler as she sort of slid her way the ball. Desler not able to make a circus play there to save it.
If I'm being honest, I kind of closed my eyes there because Rachel was closing in, so was Christina, and it just was looking at an injury waiting to happen. Luckily, no one was hurt on the play, but unfortunately for the Jumbos, they are now down 3-0.
Serve there by Lundberg. Now Bright going to get it up through the block. Hogan down to Acker. Furash to Stewart. Strange set, free ball there by Jago. Bright trying again, blocked. Furash again for the set. Stewart, roll shot, blocked again. Belize now to Latinsky.
Looked like someone touched the net there. I don't know who it was, but someone got away with one.
And finally, that point is going to end in a kill for Mia Jago. I think it may have been Stewart who touched the top of the net. Realized she almost got hit with a violation as Desler is not going to be able to properly pass that.
I think this might be a situation, I've said this before, I think this might be getting close to a situation where Cora Thompson wants to call a timeout just to settle them down a little bit. A lot of unforced errors, an incredible dig there.
And Nwampa, a little bit of indecision, didn't know whether to set it up or try to get it over for a free ball, and now the Jumbos find themselves in an early hole here, 6-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Lundberg still back to set, her 6th of the set. And that is going to be just a mental error there from Mackenzie Bright. Like you said,
they just need to
should be a timeout here.
They're out of sync.
Yeah.
And they do call a timeout finally. I think maybe this timeout should have been called a few minutes before, but nonetheless, volleyball's a long game is what I've been saying, and Wesleyan kind of came out doing exactly what I said they should. Yes, you're down 2 sets, but you're a clean slate, new game, new set, and just see if you can even force this to 5 to kind of gain back some of your momentum and say, hey, look, we are good, and we've been good in conference all year long. You're just looking for momentum going into the next CAX.
Yeah, and we're also seeing a little bit of the unforced errors that we saw Wesleyan commit in that first set. You saw Nwampa kind of with her indecision on a play a couple of points ago, and then, of course, Mackenzie Bright sort of just tapping it into the net. So, Jumbos, like you said, this is a good timeout from head coach Cora Thompson. Hopefully they'll be able to regroup, or whether Wesleyan is going to keep on their run. Strong serving so far from Madeline Lundberg, the senior out of Newton, Mass. So, remains to be seen how it continues to go. Same lineup out there for both teams. And Lundberg once again back to serve for her 8th consecutive serve of this set. Lundberg down to Acker. Bright trying for the kill. Great dig by Maraka Robertson. Free ball from Lundberg. Set by Furash. Dig by Lundberg. Now Furash sets again. Stewart trying for the kill. Belize to Latinsky. And Latinsky is going to find the kill. 8-0 for the Cardinals.
And again, it looks like someone hit the net. The good news is for the Jumbos, if you're a Jumbos fan, is that it just seems like they were more in sync on that play. Not an unforced error, just better volleyball by Wesleyan.
Rocker Robertson with another great dig. Belize free ball there to Furash. Kenzie Bright trying for the kill. Latinsky blocked. Belize trying again for Latinsky. And that is going to find Wood. 9-0 for the Wesleyan Cardinals. That's going to be the 10th. We're going to have the 10th straight serve here for Madeline Lundberg. Now we see a new face. We got Madison Clay, the sophomore out of Santa Clara, California, coming on. She's going to get the first dig. And finally, the Jumbos score their first point of this set. I think a little bit of a violation there on the Cardinals as Mackenzie Bright comes out and Bridget Bell comes back in. As we said, Bridget, valuable member of this volleyball team and of JumboCast.
Looks like she has some tape underneath that sock on that ankle. That left ankle of hers, I think, has been bothering her.
Dig by Belize. And Hogan is going to run straight into the pole. That not a great pass there from Belize. Tried to just get it out, and Hogan not able to get it. Almost an accident there waiting to happen. Belize, dig. Now Latinsky. And Stewart going to try for the kill. Dug by Belize. Hogan pops it up. And Wampa blocked to the line. Jumbo's trying to reset. Acker to Desler. Great play by Latinsky. Hogan trying for the kill. Block again from Acker. Long point here from both teams. And it looks like that's going to be over the hands. Or over the net there.
Over the net, absolutely. And then kind of impeded. Was it Rachel who was going up for the ball there? It impeded the Jumbo's player.
Yeah. Over the net, not over the hands. That wouldn't really make sense.
Nope. Nice try, though. But the Jumbo's kind of chipping away here, and that's important. Volleyball's 25 points, so you have plenty of time to get back in a game. See what they can do here.
Acker to Stewart, and that's going to be a kill there for Stewart. And after 9 straight points, the Jumbos are on a little run of their own. This is going to be Bell's 5th straight serve of the set.
And that was a huge timeout, and that was well placed by Cora Thompson there. Just kind of settling down everyone. That was a little too much adrenaline going in Bridget's serve there, out of bounds. But it was a well-placed timeout, and I think the Jumbos really regrouped and have a chance to get back into the set.
Interesting serve by Bell. She sort of starts running and then stops and then jumps and hits it over, as that ball by Desler is going to be out of bounds. 11-4 in favor of the Cardinals here, as Belize back for her second serve. Dug by Acker. Furash to Stewart, and Stewart rising over the net and slamming it down.
I'm telling you, when Maddie Stewart goes for a kill, I'm just thankful that I'm not on the other side of that net. I mean, her facial expression, she wants that kill, and she just absolutely destroys the ball.
Now Acker back to serve. Hits it over. And that's going to be Harper Graves getting the kill there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, just a little too much to handle there for Rachel. That was a pretty hard hit ball as well. We've seen some incredible hit speed in this game.
Grace Rose, the sophomore, out of Pacific Palisades, you guessed it, California.
Yep.
Back to serve. Acker with the dig. Holtz is going to find Wood there as she sort of free-balled it over. Wesleyan didn't know how to deal with that. I want to issue a correction. I've been saying Holes, it's Holtz. And now Zedrick back for the Jumbos, 12-6 in favor of Wesleyan. Zedrick over to Belize. Now up for Kirk. Acker to Ryan. Roll shot for Graves. Bell with the hit, and she hits it into the net. Didn't get over. And Bell gonna walk back. Second serve here for Harper Graves. Has not played a lot of this game so far.
She's
but
been playing some great volleyball in the set, though. Had a few kills and serving now.
Yeah, Wesleyan actually really just trying to switch up the lineups, and it seems to be working. And that is going to be great little set that turned into a hit. Going to find wood. And another point for Wesleyan, leading by 8. Graves, dig by Acker. Zedrick to Desler. Incredible play by Graves. Went over, but that's going to be a block for Holtz. Ends Graves' run there. Desler now back to serve, but that was just an incredible play by Graves, reaching over her head and almost winning the point there for Wesleyan.
And Bridget Bell, been playing limited points, I feel like, this game. She's playing much less than she has been in the past. And as that sails out of bounds, and another unforced error by the Jumbos that we've seen a few of this set. And that was kind of what was making them successful in the first 2. So we'll see if they can maybe get those in line.
Clay now back on for the Jumbos. Hasn't played a lot, but been playing a little bit more this third set. And she ricochets that off her teammates.
No, that hit forehands. It ricocheted off of, I don't even know who.
I think Acker, then I think that's Bright, yeah. So that would probably count as the 3 hits allowed in the sport of volleyball. Dig by Clay. Ryan, saved by Graves. Now over the net for Kirk, and that's going to be out of bounds, like you said.
I don't know. I just had an impulsive reason to say that, as the line judge there kind of started to put his flag out, like downwards, as if the ball were in, and then he raised it. But I was a little nervous there at first.
Holtz, dug by Graves, hit by Lundberg is true, and another point there for Wesleyan. We'll see if maybe we get another timeout here from Coach Cora Thompson, as they've gotten a little bit more of a run, but still in a 9-point deficit, just like when they called the first timeout.
We'll see if the Jumbos can get a few points strung together here. They'll be in good shape, especially knowing this Jumbo team as well and how hard they work and how they stay in games. But
yeah, block by Nwampa and Ryan there. Nwampa fired up after that exceptional defensive play.
The whole bench was. See if that'll spark some momentum for the Jumbos.
Yeah, a lot of emotion being shown by this Jumbo team, as Furash back to serve now. Dug by Graves, over by Latinsky, and that's going to go out of bounds. Point Jumbos. Furash, junior out of Westlake Village, California, saying that state a lot lately. Latinsky is going to get the kill there. Found the spot of wood in between a couple of Jumbos. Good placement, and now Lundberg, who had that very long run at the beginning of this game, is back to serve again, dug by Clay. Furash, Nwampa.
That hit someone, right? Yep, sure did. And that's another Tufts point. Just like I was saying before, we've seen where Tufts could have used a timeout, and we don't take it because I think Coach Cora Thompson has some faith in her team, and they've really responded well and regrouped well, and 7-point deficit.
Bell back to serve again. Dug by Graves. Graves going up. Dig by Furash. Acker to Stewart. Dug by Maraka Robertson. Latinsky to Bell. Furash to Desler. And that is going to be a great roll shot there from Kate Desler, freshman out of Hillsborough, California.
Really? From California? No way.
No, I know. I'm shocked too. I'm shocked and appalled. As Bell back for the serve. Belize to Latinsky. That's going to find wood. Latinsky has come alive here in this third set.
Absolutely. It seemed like a little miscommunication there on the Jumbo's part. Kind of left a hole open, and good for Wesleyan for finding it.
Latinsky up off the court now. Dug by Desler to Stewart, and she's going to be blocked at the net by Graves and Hilton. Wesleyan also fired up right here in this third set. Belize to Acker. Furash. Desler.
And what a
finds the corner.
A kill there by Kate.
Nwapa subbing off. Holtz subbing on for the Jumbos. Christina Acker, Sophia Acker, excuse me, back to serve. Dug by Graves. And the combo block there from Desler and Holtz did not work.
It looked like it made its way over the net, but it might just be from our angle. There's no penalty called.
Grace Rose, sophomore out of Pacific Palisades, California, back, and that Acker not able to get the pass, sailed out of bounds, and Wesleyan needs 3 more points to take this third set.
And in terms of this whole match in general, if Tufts concedes this set, it's not that big of a deal for them. But what they want to do now is make sure that they kind of, as Kate has another kill there, they kind of want to make sure they build momentum and don't feel like they're starting to crumble. They at least want to get to 20 points won, just so they know that they're playing and they're still in this game and they didn't have a fluke for the first 2 sets.
Yeah, Kate Desler, her 9th kill of the game, second on the Jumbos, only to Maddie Stewart. Roll shot there from Hilden, and after a little bit of defensive miscommunication, Wesleyan needs 2 more points. Now back is Graves. Dig there by Zhang. And Desler fires to Belize. Set by Rose. Dug by Zhang. Holtz blocked at the line. Blocked at the net, excuse me, by Kirk. First appearance of the game here for Katie Zhang, senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, as she is playing in her final regular season game of her career here at Tufts. And Desler back. Looks like we're getting some direction to the bench. One of the coaches here.
Might be a scoring issue. They're looking at the book. Either that or a jersey number or a roster issue.
I could be wrong about this, but I did think it should be. Oh, no. I was thinking about the Wesleyan points. She probably wouldn't be too happy to put another one of those on the board.
Probably not. I mean, I'm not an expert in this, but I would think that you want fewer points on the board, right?
You might be right about that.
Yeah.
You might be onto something, Francis.
As we were waiting here. But kind of getting back to what I was talking about, it doesn't matter if you drop 1 set. I mean, that's the kind of the whole volleyball thing. You're not expected to win in 3 sets every single game, especially to a team that has a better record than you do. And I think it's important for the Jumbos to understand that they're in this game. They're down by 8 points now, but if they can kind of get a little momentum building into that 4th set, should they lose this, but it'll also be good for them as well, as there does seem to be some apparent issue. Maybe she keeps pointing to her shirt, and when I say she, I mean Coach Cora Thompson. I wonder if it's a roster issue.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be as we wait here with a score of 23-15, although that could change pending whatever's going on here.
And they look like they're comparing books, so they will take a timeout, and we will take a timeout with them.
Yeah, we'll be back after this issue. All right, we're back. Whatever issue we had there has been resolved, and we're gonna have Desler back to serve, and she bounces it off the net, and Belize a little flat-footed there after the almost mishap by Desler.
That was planned. It was all part of her plan. She said I was going to hit the top of the net, it's going to bounce, and we're going to get a point.
Tufts a very academic school, as we all know. Belize with the dig. Roll shot there. Dug by Desler. Dig by Belize. Now over to Kirk. Set by Zhang. Long point here between the two teams.
It's a big one, too, and momentum.
Desler fires it in, and she is going to put it in to that rally. Desler, 10 kills on the day.
It's a big little rally brewing here for the Jumbos. Let's see if they can sustain it.
Desler back. Serve, that clears the net this time. Kirk. Great dig by Acker there. And there we go. Mackenzie Bright, after not hearing her name for a while, gets the kill on the left side of the court.
And that was a beautifully placed kill right there. Just kind of put it between two players and found wood. And now it's a 5-point deficit for the Jumbos.
Desler, serve again. Free ball here from Graves. Dig by Acker. Mackenzie Bright up. And that is going to find wood again. Mackenzie Bright, 2 straight kills.
And that's a timeout by the Cardinals. And I was telling you, you just want to make sure you stay in the set. And they're happy, and they have momentum now, as the Jumbos do. And they're kind of, again, putting Wesleyan against kind of almost their backs against the wall. They're up 2 sets, the Jumbos are. And now what's going through the Cardinals' heads is we cannot let them come back and potentially lose this set. And so, some nerves start settling in, and it's a crazy thing when you put the ball in play and just kind of play the game and what can happen. And we see it here.
Yeah, this third set, we've had a lot of these extended rallies where you have 5 or more transactions between the two teams. A lot more of the volleyball that you're used to seeing from a Wesleyan Tufts matchup. Desler back to serve again.
And Tufts immediately came out of the huddle. I mean, they're doing everything right. Cora Thompson didn't have anything to say. Just take your breath, go back on the court. But Tufts not really taking their breath. They're dancing and singing Katy Perry songs. So we'll see if that momentum, that excitement, and just happy to be in Cousins transfers into these last couple of points of this set.
Well, they're happy to hear that. Hopefully you're not able to hear the Katy Perry on the speakers. Don't want to get copyright struck for this game. But Desler back to strike the ball herself and try to erase this 4-point deficit that Tufts is in and maybe win 3-0 as Furash goes over to the line judge to clarify something. Looks like she said she was sorry about something. I don't know what that's about, but I guess we'll never know. Desler back in a long extended serving period for her. Dig by Atala, and that's going to be a double hit on Bright. Got caught up, and Wesleyan needs 1 more point to take set number 3 and keep it to a 2-1 deficit. And, of course, they have to win by 2, so Tufts is going to need to equalize here to save themselves. And looks like we're going to get a reserve there.
It looks like maybe the Jumbos weren't quite ready to return the serve. Not sure.
No, Nicole Hilton, junior out of Wata, New York. Back to serve as Holtz gets it over. Block there is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to win Wesleyan set number 3. They're down 2-1 in sets.
And we have an exciting volleyball game here, folks. Wesleyan was a little sluggish out to the start. Tufts took advantage, went up 2-0, and Cardinals back in this match. We have a between set timeout. We will take it with the players and the coaches, and we will be back in a couple minutes.
See you then. It's a rainy day here in the Somerville Medford area. If you're joining us right now, we have Tufts versus Wesleyan here at Cousins Gymnasium. Once again, I'm Trevor Russo, joined by my color man, Francis Simmons. First set was a definite blowout for the Jumbos, 25-10. Second set a little closer, 25-21. And now Wesleyan took their first set here in set number 3 as we get set to play set number 4. How's the momentum changed in this game so far?
Well, I think we're kind of at a crossroads. I think we're at kind of a clean slate here. And Wesleyan can come out and respond. They've won a game. They have some momentum. Then they're getting settled and kind of letting, just sitting down for a couple of hours on a bus ride. I think that's kind of subsiding, and I think that they just are kind of getting more into the game. The question is, can the Jumbos pull off one more set and pull off the upset, or do the Cardinals use this momentum to kind of take over? And just even with the dancing and the little things that, kind of make up volleyball, it seems like the Cardinals are starting to do that more and more than the Jumbos are. So we'll see. And we'll see if the Jumbos respond well and kind of come out swinging, or if they'll start to crumble and maybe have a set 5. And, more volleyball if it goes to set 5. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Out there for the Cardinals, you have Belize, who has had an excellent game so far. 12 digs on the day. She's been a defensive force for the Cardinals. You have Kara Moraka-Robertson back, presumably to serve. Harper Graves, Stacy Latinsky, Mia Jago, and can't see the last name there, but I believe that's Madeline Lundberg. And that's going to be the first point to the Wesleyan Cardinals.
Yep.
Fired up. And on the Jumbo side, you see Bridget Bell, Sophia Acker, Kate Desler, Christina Nwampa, Maddie Stewart, and Rachel Furash to round out the 6. Dig by Bell. Now to Stewart. Fires it into Moraka-Robertson. And she is going, that's actually going to be Lundberg trying the roll shot. Didn't get over. Tufts break serve.
And this has also been a game of unforced errors as well. And so the key to both teams is kind of limiting those unforced errors and getting the ball over.
Acker back now for the Jumbos. And she's going to serve that straight into the net. There's the unforced error right there.
Exactly. And the thing is how you respond, too. You're not going to go a whole set without unforced errors, but limiting them and kind of trying to focus and make sure you don't make careless mistakes is going to play dividends in this game.
Pop-up shot there from Holtz. Finds Wood. Belize tried to dive for that for her 14th dig of the day, but not able to get to it.
Katie Zhang checks in, and we'll take the serve. Let's tie her shoe first.
Want to make sure those laces are tied. No one wants to trip here on the court.
And a lot of the Jumbos players are wearing the pink laces, and I wonder if it's for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Zhang. Dig by Lundberg, and that's going to be a kill for Latinsky. She rockets across court for the point. Fia Belize now back to serve, the sophomore libero out of Ladera Ranch, California. As Desler is going to just hit a missile there at Belize. No chance really to save that one. Wasn't in position.
And as a color man, I'm starting to wonder if she's going to try her patented hit the net shot and let it bounce, or if she's going to serve it over.
Yeah, Desler back
it's
to
the
serve.
ace either way.
Yeah, Harper Graves. I think that's the 3rd time a ball has been hit at Harper Graves, and she's just missed the pass. So maybe we'll see Desler go at her again. And, well, she hit the net that time, but that did not ricochet over, and Desler is going to end her own serve. As now,
that's the 2nd time we've seen that this set, and we've only been through 4 points.
Yeah. A lot of strange things happening so far in this 4th set as Grace Rose is back for the Cardinals. Almost a dig by Zhang, but ultimately out of position a little bit there, and that's going to be an ace on the first serve for Rose. 5-4 in favor of Wesleyan. Rose up, hits it to Zhang, and
That might have
A
been
little bit of a
double
grab,
touch,
yeah. Either way, Graves gets it across. Furash to Bright.
What a
Dig by Belize.
What a strike there, though.
Belize with the free ball. Furash now to Bright again, and Bright is blocked. Bright stuffed at the net by Maddie Kirk and Nicole Hilton.
A little bit of sweat there from maybe, was it Mac who dove? Mackenzie Bright getting wiped up by the referee. Oh, she's opting to wipe up her own sweat.
Love the hard-working attitude of these jumbos. Rose back again for her, I believe, second serve. Gets it over to Zhang. Furash to Bright. Going to try it. Dig by Belize. Graves going to just loft it over with the roll shot. Zhang not able to get to that one. But I want to talk a little bit more about Belize. She has just really sort of neutralized a lot of these hits by Mackenzie Bright so far. As Rose gets that across. Furash up to Bright. Belize again. And now Hilton finds Wood. Desler not able to get to that. 8-4 in favor of the Cardinals in this fourth set.
And I think, too, just with momentum's sake, having lost a set, if you lose 1 or 2 points in a row here, like that one, I think that's almost time for a timeout. It's a 5-0 run, and exactly on that as a timeout. And Coach Cora Thompson is not very happy.
No,
She's getting pretty heated right now, and rightfully so. There have been some unforced errors, and so just the key is they need to settle down, and they've lost some of that energy that they kind of opened up with. It seemed to be a big shift in energy, and I think the Cardinals are actually really being aggressive right now, really are excited and having that momentum that Tufts had in the first 2 sets.
Yeah, no, the Jumbos seem a little unfocused, especially on that last possession. No one really knew what to do. Holtz just tried to sort of underhand slap it up. A little bit of a middle school volleyball move. But, yeah, no, that's a good timeout there from Coach Cora Thompson.
Absolutely.
Clearly heated on the sideline, and for good reason.
She heard me. She's listening to the broadcast. But absolutely. And I think it's just they seem a little lax and just not as ready to move as they were in the first 2 sets. Just need to regroup, reset, and we'll see how they respond out of this timeout here.
Free ball there from Furash. And a little bit of miscommunication there on Wesleyan's side. Gets the Jumbos back the ball. A long bunch of services there from the sophomore Grace Rose. Finally, the Jumbos are glad to see her out of the back of the boundary. And
all of a sudden,
once again, Harper Graves, the 4th time this has happened, she's not able to pass to a teammate out of a serve. And Coach Ben Samara just kind of going over and trying to reset her there.
Yeah.
Dig by Belize. Now Graves. Back up to Hilton. Kirk. Good dig. Desler. Now to Holtz. Now hit there, and Hilton finds Wood once again. Hilton up to, I believe that's going to be her 6th kill of the day, and she's been sort of quiet, just really blocking at the net, but now she's getting up, trying to get the kills.
Absolutely.
As Graves now back.
Jumbos really need a point right here.
Nwampa, and that's going to hit the net, right?
Apparently he held up 4 fingers, which means it hit 4 different Jumbos on that time over the net. I don't know who the 4 were.
Anyway, Graves back for her 2nd serve. And just a mental error there by Desler. Got caught flat-footed, misjudged the trajectory of the ball.
And that's kind of what I've been saying for the past couple of points. We just seem like we're flat. And when I say the Jumbos are flat-footed and just not ready to move necessarily like they were in the first 2 sets.
Great dig there by Graves. Bring it back, free ball from Belize. Mackenzie Bright going to try, and she is blocked again. Mackenzie Bright not be able to get anything from that left side of the court. The Wesleyan's got her figured out right now.
Absolutely, and I think if Tufts gets the ball the ball back here and wins this point, I think they need to slow down their service a little bit and see if they can catch their breaths. That might have hit the ground.
Wow. Well, either way, it was a great dig by Belize. Desler going to get it over for the point. Jumbos end up breaking Graves' serve. And we're going to see Zhang come off, and Maddie Stewart's going to come back on. And now...
And I think Rachel here needs to take as long as she possibly can to get this serve over the net.
Yeah, Furash back to serve.
Let everyone get settled and kind of catch a breath here.
New face here. Olivia Godotti back on for Wesleyan as Belize. Another dig. Hilden. Great dig by... Whoa, what a play by Furash. Getting it over the net. Outstretched arm. Dig by Desler.
And Tufts has their mojo back, and I think that's something that a few points, they just needed to slow it down a little bit, kind of get back together, get some points strung together, and now they're looking like they did the first 2 sets and really have in these past 4 games that they've won.
Back again is Furash, and that is going to be a tip in by the net. 2 straight points for the Jumbos. They really need a run here.
I'm pretty sure they're practicing that little off-the-net bounce serve in practice because they seem to like that one.
Furash back again.
Point.
Dug by Godotti. Godotti with the free ball. Now set by Furash. Going to be Bright again, and that time the blocks are not successful. Mackenzie Bright finally gets a break on that defense. Still was able to get contact on Wesleyan, but not an excellent block there from Nicole Hilden. Ball spun away.
Jumbos are right back in this. See if they can keep the momentum and see how Rachel's taking her time with the serve, looking at Coach Cora and kind of just regrouping every single point. And I think that's what the Jumbos need at this point.
And that's going to be out of bounds.
Just a little out.
But a good run for the Jumbos there. Got strung together 3, and that's what you really want. Right now is you don't want to have your serve broken like the Jumbos were having earlier.
And Maddie Stewart really wanted that. She was yelling, me, me, me.
It's going to be Lundberg. Now to Acker. Stewart.
Well placed there.
Roll shot from Jago is going to find the mark. Mia Jago, freshman. 5'10", a lot of height on this Wesleyan team.
Some more sweat being wiped up. The ref kind of just tossed the towel to Kate.
Yeah, Kate Desler now taking the towel. 4 was Mackenzie Bright. She's now on the right side, so not in the area. First serve here for Nicole Hilton. Maddie Stewart blocked. Now Acker serving up for Bright. Great dig by number 3, Jenna Otala. Blocked there by Wampa and Bright. Up is Lundberg. Stewart now finds Wood. Stewart has been energized, and finally, a lot of digs there on the Wesleyan side. She gets the point, and Belize comes back on.
And Bridget set to check back in, probably for a service. Yep.
Bridget Bell back to serve. Junior out of Granite Bay, California. Big San Francisco Giants fan, as we learned on JumboCast Radio every other Friday from 3 to 4. Lundberg getting that kill. And just as Bell comes on to serve, her serve is broken.
Yep.
Now back is Kara Maraca Robertson.
I wonder if Cora Thompson, Jen hasn't played a lot this set. I wonder if she will opt to, as that was tipped, she will opt to check in Jordan within the next couple of points.
Kill for Maddie Stewart there. Now back is Sophia Acker. Hit the net on her last service. We'll see if she can redeem herself here. Gets it across to Belize. Up by Maraca Robertson. And a powerful kill there from Madeline Lundberg. As she, once again, another service break for the Jumbos. And Lundberg herself is back. It's a little interesting. We're seeing kind of a pattern whoever ends up getting the kill ends up going back for the service for Wesleyan. Stewart with the roll shot's going to bounce out of bounds. 12-18, 6-point deficit for Tufts. Wesleyan in the lead. Needs 7 more to tie it up.
And Tufts will take a timeout here. I think something, too, that Tufts did a lot of in the first 2, even the third set, that they're not doing as much here is they varied their sets. But it seems like they're really trying to set to the far side of the net to Maddie Stewart. And while she's had some great kills throughout the match, just it's kind of expected. And so Wesleyan's able to get in position to get the digs. And so look to maybe switch it up a little bit and kind of switch up where you're setting the ball if you are a jumbo to get the ball on different hands and kind of give different looks to the Cardinals so it's not as predictable. And if you're a Cardinal, I mean, their arms have been all up over the net and getting incredible blocks and kind of keeping plays alive. So look to keep doing that and to keep not making unforced errors like they did in the first 2 sets. And we'll see if the Cardinals can keep the momentum or the Jumbos are able to break it here.
Yeah, Jumbos need to vary up their attack. Wesleyan keep up the defense. Great analysis, as always, from Francis as Lundberg back to serve again. Lefty gets it across. Dug by Bell. Furash. Roll shot by Stewart. Great dig by Belize. And that's going to be a block out of bounds. And we're going to see a kill from Harper Graves there. Belize is just such a force in the middle of that court. She is up to 18 digs on the day. Shot by Stewart, not able to get that one is Belize, and Stewart with a powerful stroke breaks the Wesleyan service. You'll see a couple of substitutions here. Furash coming off, Ryan coming back on, Stewart coming off, and back to serve is Ariel Zedrick. Zedrick over the net. Up for Morocco Robinson. Dig by Bell. Up for Ryan. Now Graves. Dig by Acker. And that's going to be point for Wesleyan.
It looks like an illegal block attack.
Back is Fia Belize to serve. And she is going to find the back line for her first ace.
And it looks like the Jumbos are just a little out of sync. Kind of just watched that sail and hit wood. I think they thought it was going out of bounds. But nonetheless, see if they can string some points together, at least to carry some momentum into the 5th set.
And that's going to be an illegal touch by Zedrick. Looked like she kind of just underhanded it over. I don't know, but anyways, 22-13 for Wesleyan. They have a chance to tie this up. Now, Desler's hit is blocked. Noah for Morocco Robertson. Hilton, another kill. Bell not able to get to it. 23-13. Tufts is in danger after leading 2-0 of blowing a 2-set lead here.
Absolutely. And the thing is at this point, you want to make sure that you settle down. And I think Cora Thompson's going to some of the younger players as well right now to maybe give some of the ones who've been playing, like Maddie Stewart, a little bit of a break.
And that's going to be Graves on the kill. And it is going to be set point for the Wesleyan Cardinals. Of course, we're having flashbacks of the Amherst contest a few weeks ago where the Jumbos were up 2-0, looked dominant as that serve by Belize goes out. But eventually they blew the last 3 sets and dropped a very winnable game against a good opponent.
Absolutely. So the freshman Gracie is seeing her first play today. She subbed in a couple points ago.
Yeah, Gracie Jenrezek, excuse me on the pronunciation, freshman out of Sammamish, Washington. Fun town name there as Desler gets it across.
She's from the Seattle area.
Latinsky her hit is actually going to cause a violation, and Wesleyan has tied up this game 2-2 in sets. Tufts led 2-0, and Wesleyan, after looking so lost in that first set, has figured it out, and now it is Tufts who need to respond.
Absolutely, and another between set breaker as they do a coin toss, and we'll take a break with them, and we'll be back for an exciting fifth set here from Cousins Gymnasium in just a minute.
Yeah, we'll see you then. We'll break it down after this timeout. Back here for the fifth set of this contest between the Tufts Jumbos and the Wesleyan Cardinals, all tied up at 2. Tufts led 2-0. Wesleyan battled back both sets, and now we find ourselves in a do-or-die here at Cousins Gymnasium. Once again, I'm Trevor Russo, joined by Francis Simmons. And Francis, what has Wesleyan done to get themselves back in this game from seemingly, the depths of a 2-0 deficit?
Well, I think the teams kind of have switched here. In the first two sets, Tufts was energetic, making good digs and hustling and diving on the ground, and kind of just not making unforced errors. Whereas Wesleyan was not doing that. They seemed lactic, they seemed like lax, flat-footed, and the teams have totally shifted and kind of switched roles. So it's fifth set. It kind of is a tiebreaker set to who has more energy, and so we'll see. I think energy and unforced errors is going to be what determines the winner of this game.
Bell over to Graves. Now Latinsky is going to hit that into the net, and the Jumbos fired up for their first point of the set. Now, of course, this is a tiebreaker set, as you said, and instead of going to 25, we're going to go to 15. First to 15, of course, win by 2. So a little bit of a shorter set as Bell back to serve. Bell over the net, dug by Graves. Up to Morocco Robertson. Morocco Robertson sets again. Latinsky is going to fire it out of bounds, and a couple unforced errors here for the Cardinals.
Hold on. That actually was a Wesleyan point due to a penalty. And
really? Okay, so the scoreboard has it wrong. It is 1-1.
The indication was that it was a Wesleyan point. However,
well, Graves back to serve anyways. Latinsky going to fire it in. Great dig by Furash, but not able to get it is Bell. And 2-1 lead here for Wesleyan. We'll try to give you score updates as they try to figure this out.
Did Wesleyan serve the last point? Do you know?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so.
Latinsky back. Up to Furash. Now over the net. Latinsky. Dug by Bell. Furash to Desler. Popped up by Belize. Free ball from Stewart. Belize again. Latinsky hits it into the net. And the Jumbos.
And the
Well, I guess it's 3-1 because the scoreboard hasn't changed. So.
It looks like it's about to. Yep.
Oh,
sure
no, 2-2. All right. So the scoreboard was wrong, and now we're back in it here at Cousins as Sophia Acker back to serve. Scoreboard was 3-1. It is actually 2-2. Belize up to Morocco Robertson, and that is going to find Wood.
And that was just well-timed hit there, honestly. Good time jump by the blockers of Tufts, and it just got over their outstretched hands and kind of landed in no man's land to take a 3-2 lead, the Cardinals do.
Back and forth we go as Belize back to serve. Now Holtz gets it to Morocco Robertson. Latinsky fights through the block, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds block there, and Latinsky going to get a kill. She's up to 13 on the day. So, you know, she just quietly racks these kills up.
Absolutely.
Belize. Furash. And that is going to be a hit into the net for Holtz. 5-2 right now in favor of the Cardinals. Need 10 more points to complete an outstanding comeback.
And this is where, if you're Tufts, you need to settle down. Make sure you're just getting the ball over the net.
Desler sets her own block. Holtz. Dig by Lipinski. Graves, and she is blocked by Heather Holtz.
And that is huge for Tufts. Brings them energy as Jennifer Ryan set to check in, as well as Ariel Cedric. And just a formality there. Jennifer Ryan was a little too excited to come on the floor and ran on slightly before it looks like Rachel was off the floor.
Well, that's not what the refs want to see, but that's what you want to see out of the Jumbos right now.
Absolutely.
Cedric serves to Graves. Morocco Robertson to Latinsky, and she hits it into the net again. Third time this set.
Another unforced error, and I'm telling you, whoever makes fewer unforced errors in this set is going to win this whole match.
Coach Samara coming over and trying to reassure his star player. As Cedric with her second serve, dug by Graves. Graves now up, and she gets the kill, gets it around Cedric and the combo block of Ryan and Holtz for the point. Breaking Cedric's serve. And a bunch of substitutions here. We're going to see Latinsky come off for the freshman Jenna Atala, and Atala is going to get the service herself. Hasn't played a lot today. 0 kills, 2 digs, but she's back there to serve. Great dig by Bell. Desler, now to Belize. And that's going to fall in between Desler and Bell, and looks like Desler's going to take responsibility for that, as it is 7-4 in favor of Wesleyan. 8 points to go for the Cardinals.
Big point right here for the Jumbos.
Otala, Cedric to Ryan. Belize's there. Morocco Robertson. Holtz getting it back. Bell to
and that did
sorry about
bounce
that.
In. That bounces in, so it is now an 8-4 lead for the Cardinals, and a well-placed timeout here, I believe, by Cora Thompson. Oh, they're switching sides. My apologies. There's a
little bit of change. My apologies. A little bit of a cough there, but it's going to be an 8-4 advantage for the Cardinals as both teams switch sides in the middle of the set, and we're going to see a timeout from the Jumbos as they, as we said, after leading 2-0, are in danger of blowing a 2-0 lead.
Absolutely, and communication just hasn't been there the past couple of points, and they just need to lock it in. It's 11 more points if the Jumbos win, and it's 11 points of volleyball that you just need to really dial it in, focus, forget that you're tired, and just play the game that you love to play. I mean, it's obvious that both of these teams really want to be here right now. Love that it's going into the 5th set. I mean, obviously the Jumbos don't love that it went into the 5th set, that they blew a 2-0 lead. But that's what volleyball is. That's what I've been harping the whole game, that, you have 5 sets to try to win. And so we'll see if Tufts can come out, focus, communicate, and have that energy that they had in the first 2 sets. So they've really been trying to find that. And we've seen spurts of it throughout the 3rd, 4th, and even this 5th set. But it hasn't been consistent like it was in the first 2. So we'll see if they can string some consistency together and string some points together and get back into this game, or if Wesleyan will run away with it.
Yeah, game of runs, as you said, Francis. And right now the Jumbos want to end Otala's run as she is back there for the 3rd service of this set. Dig by Desler. Now Bell up. Block by Hilton. Push by Zedrick. Strong there from from Hilton, and that's not going to be enough from Acker, but almost a sensational play by Bridget Bell on that weak ankle right now. Trying to get it set.
And again, I think it's the ankle. I'm not 100% certain, but I remember her mentioning her ankle.
Desler over, and that is going to find the corner. Then a stroke of luck as no one was there for the Wesleyan Cardinals. Closest in the area was Madeline Lundberg. And now Desler is back for her service. 9-5 in favor of the Cardinals. Belize with the dig. Otala now to Graves. Desler there to dig. Holtz hits it out of bounds. Not the mistake you want right there from Heather Holtz.
Absolutely. Unforced errors have kind of come back to haunt both of these teams in respective sets. See, those absolutely has to be limited as Tufts tries to make this comeback here.
Graves, and that's going to be a block for Hilton. She has been dominating at the net, blocking at every turn. She was one of the people who was really effective at neutralizing Mackenzie Bright. Part of the reason we're not seeing her out on the floor, probably. Acker with the dig. Bell. Great dig by Belize. Now up for Lundberg. Free ball. Desler to Zedrick. Bell. That's going to be
tipped.
Blocked, tipped, and out of bounds for the Cardinals.
And I think this is a good choice to put Tina in right now. We need some kills to the Jumbos do, and kind of get that forcefulness into the mix.
Yeah, Christina Nwampa, fourth on the team in kills today with 5. Hilton is going to double hit it. She was trying to roll shot it there, didn't get enough air on it. Holtz now back. She has 1 service ace on the day. Can she get another one? Belize with the dig. Lundberg, great dig by Desler. Zedrick to Bell. Dig by Graves. Lundberg, dig by Holtz. Free ball over the net. Lundberg, great dive, and that's not going to be enough. Desler with the dive. Zedrick not able to get enough air on it, and Bell couldn't get it over. Holtz is going to come out 12-7 in favor of Wesleyan. They need 3 points to take this set.
But if you're a Jumbo fan, too, you like what you saw out of the Jumbos just then. Some great teamwork, some great digs, some great hustle, as Tina just floats that over, and all of a sudden you see some momentum in the Jumbo's favor. And I think a lot of bringing in Tina did that and kind of got a forceful arm in there, as well as Maddie Stewart and Bridget Bell, who can really kill the ball.
Yeah, Jen Ryan and I believe Zedrick came off. Furash on for the serve.
And Jen Ryan really provided some quality points in there.
Stewart also on. She fires that. Dug by Belize. We've said that a lot today. Free ball from Graves. Bell for the hit, and it's wide. It is out of the back.
But it was tipped.
Oh, it was tipped.
It's a Jumbo point.
Did not see the tip there. Explains why the ball went so long. And we're going to get a timeout. I believe it's going to be Wesleyan calling that.
Absolutely. And so basically this is what I've been talking about and preaching for Tufts. This is how they looked in the first 2 sets. And we've seen little pieces and bits and pieces of this throughout the 3rd and 4th set. but it hasn't been consistent. And hopefully, if you're a Jumbo fan, that this way of playing, this communicating, this, just ferocious attacking the ball and just like hustling and diving, hopefully it keeps up and see if the Jumbos can crawl back. It's only a 3-point deficit at this point. Key point coming up here, if they can make it a 2-point deficit, puts a lot of pressure on Wesleyan, who has to be tired. They went into 4 sets last night, drove down here in a 5-set duel here. So big point here for the Jumbos to see if they can put some pressure on the Cardinals.
Now, Ben Samara, what would you say if you're him right now?
3 points. Don't let up 6. 3 points. I know it sounds so simplistic, but that's the thing. You can give up 4 or 5 points as long as you get your 3. You can only give up 4, but you give up 4 points as long as you get your 3. You're gonna win.
Furash to Atala. Lundberg set by Bell. Wampa with a strong hit, and she is going to take the Jumbos into double digits, 12-10 in this tightly contested 5th set.
And that's what I was saying. That's what bringing Tina in does to you. Bringing in Maddie Stewart, bringing in Bridget Bell. You can really attack the ball off those sets.
A lot of power in this Jumbos lineup. Now, that is going to be a little bit of a miscommunication. Mia Jago, the freshman, on the kill. And now back is Kara Maraca Robertson, who has played a pretty good game so far. Has 1 service ace. Dug by Acker. Free ball from Furash. Maraca Robertson sets for Lundberg, and she finds wood in between the holes of the Jumbos defense, and now it is match point for the Wesleyan Cardinals.
And we'll take a timeout here. The Jumbos will. But that's what I was trying to say with the Cardinals. 2 points, and you're at match point. And you can give up 4 or 5 points and you'll be okay. And if you're a Jumbo here, just dive for everything. Make sure you get a hand on anything you can possibly get a hand on. And try to keep this game alive for as much as possible. You're only down by 4 points. We've seen runs of 4 and 5 points in this game on both sides. And so if the Jumbos can somehow get their hands on some things and at least get to 14, we'll have a game on our hands again.
Yeah, going to be a tall order here for the Jumbos, though. Madeline Lundberg has emerged as a force in this final set, has 8 kills and 10 digs on the day. A very multifaceted player, and Jumbos really haven't been able to figure her out so far.
Absolutely.
And now they don't really have much time to figure her out as they are down to their final point.
And the thing is, these past few points that have been won by the Cardinals haven't been anything that the Jumbos are doing wrong. It's just the fact that the Wesleyan players are just overpowering the Jumbos.
Yeah, you'd love to see a block here. Maraca Robertson on the service. Furash gets it up, and that is going to be a kill for Maddie Stewart. Trying to keep the Jumbos alive with that powerful stroke.
String together a couple points here, and you have a ball game again.
And now Bridget Bell back for the service. 14-11 here in the 5th set. She gets it over. Dig by Belize. Maraca Robertson to Lindbergh, and she is going to find wood, and that is going to be the end of the game. Wesleyan completes a 2-0 comeback, battling back from that deficit all the way to 3-2, and that is going to be the final regular season game for the Tufts Jumbos.
Absolutely, and the thing is that yes, they lost a 2-set lead, the Jumbos did. But the thing is this is one of the best teams in the conference, and this is the competition that they're going to be going up against in the NESCAC tournament next weekend. So you have to be happy, at least if you're a Jumbo, that you, A, went to 5 sets, and B, know that you can play with anybody you step on the court with as far as NESCAC goes. And so I think that this game, although a loss, is really encouraging to the Jumbos. And you've won 4 in a row, went to 5 sets against one of the best teams in the conference. And going into NESCAC, you have to be feeling pretty good about your chances, at least to advance a couple of games.
Yeah, Jumbos got up early and but just couldn't keep it up as Wesleyan just kept putting on the pressure. Of course, you have that incredible defensive prowess of Belize. Lundberg coming in clutch at the end there. How do you feel if you're a Wesleyan fan after this game?
I think you just chalk it up to exhaustion. And in the first 2 sets that you'd been on a bus and you retired. But the last 3, they played really well. And like I said before, yes, Tufts had some unforced mental errors and seemed a little fatigued. But at the end of the day, it was truly the power and the force and the defense of Wesleyan that really solidify this game. But we appreciate you tuning in here. For my partner Trevor, I'm Francis Simmons. We appreciate you listening to JumboCast, and we are signing off for the final time from Cousins for volleyball games this year. And we appreciate your support, and hope you have a good one.
Yeah, stay tuned on for next week. We'll send out the schedule. We have a November 3rd contest against Colby, so we'll see you then. For football.